Hello Cambly learners, my name is Simon and I'm a tutor on Cambly. Today you will be learning how to give constructive criticism and giving feedback. Constructive criticism is when we are giving negative reflections on someone's performance. We could be talking to a friend, a family member, or a co-worker. Our aim is to change the way they do things and to take on board our advice. Of course, people dislike hearing advice from a co-worker and they tend to take it as an insult. In many countries, expressing an opinion to a colleague is not common and it can be difficult to make an opinion. Many people think that the best way is to use intensifiers such as to and very, which are used as a way to stress another word or phrase. Some people also use modal verbs such as must, should, and have to as a way to bring together the advice. The one problem here is that we may sound insincere or not honest. Making a plan for giving constructive criticism. We must start by identifying the problem and then finding a solution. For example, this report has 2 conclusions. Our advice: why don't you decide on one conclusion? Mitigation devices are used to reduce the risk of offending the other person. The simplest mitigation device is the simple use of please. Please turns the request into a polite request. For example, imagine you are having lunch with your boss and you want them to pass the jug of water. You won't say, "Mate, water." You are going to say, "Please, can you pass the water?" The same goes with making a statement such as, "Please review the summary, as I think you have missed something." Or, "Please don't forget to reference or mention the research paper." The use of external modifications is where we are going to add a statement which isn't related to the problem itself. For example, "I'm really impressed with the first draft," or the first version of the brochure. And then we will add the concern or what we can call the internal modifications. "I'm not sure about page 12 as it does not match the client's request." And this is where you can use the modal verbs, adverbs, and phrases such as could, might, may, possibly, and probably. For example, page 12 could probably be clearer and possibly have more images. We can go a step further and ask our friend or co-worker a question. What do you think? Could this work? We can also use phrases such as little, sort of. For example, this paragraph is sort of confusing. Your introduction seems too long. Don't forget to use phrases such as I think, I believe, I feel, and I'm afraid. What about you? Take a moment to do a quick brainstorm, draw that big circle, and think about how you feel when someone gives you constructive criticism. In my case, I feel very sad, but sometimes happy, interested, surprised, and, of course, inspired. Try not to take criticism as a bad thing. It is all part of the learning journey. In my case, I always ask friends or family to check my work to make sure that I didn't miss anything. So, your turn. Take some time to think about these questions. What do you want to hear when asking for feedback? What kind of feedback is not helpful and why? I'm waiting for your responses. Please do leave them below. Well, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly, Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers, just like me. You can take English lessons anytime, anywhere, right from your phone or computer. Schedule your next lesson with me using the link again below. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.